Now let's implement our UI for the app. If you look here, here's a component that I created. Don't worry, you can find it in the repo link in the description. It's a simple component to render a book. It's a book card. It takes props, author, name of the book, price, and cover URL and category color. So now let's create our home screen. Let's create a folder called screens and create our home screen, home.tsx. Now let's use this snippet rnfes to create a functional component. If you wonder how I did this, you just open this and type React Native snippets and install this extension to VS Code. Okay, now we've built our home screen. Let's render it in app.tsx. Let's go here. Let's get rid of all of this, or let's copy it and put it in something like cheat sheet or something. Sheet. Don't worry about it. Now let's render our home screen. Home. We've imported from src screens home. Let's save and let's refactor our code to make our code cleaner. We don't need this or this. We don't need the styling too. Okay. Let's refactor our code using command kf to beautify our code. Now let's build our home screen. Let's get some data. Let's create a constant called data, our temp data. It's about array. This array has an object. The object maybe name, the author name. Let's call it Wilson. The name of book. Let's call it, for example, food or something. The price of book, let's make it 20. Cover URL. Let's take this image URL. And finally, the category color. Let's make it brown. Okay, and let's refactor it. Now let's render those data in a list where we will use a great component called flat list. It's a React Native component. Flat list is a React Native component to render a list of items. So we have here a temp data we want to render. So let's duplicate this data. You can use it if you are using Mac. Just press Shift and Option and arrow down. If you're using Windows, Shift and Alt and arrow down to duplicate the lines of code. Okay, so let's render those data in data list in flat list. Okay, let's add the properties of flat list. Key structure. It's a key to make every item is it has a unique key different to another items. Okay, index, we will give it index dot to string to make it's the key of this item. Render item, here we are using the component that we want to render the item in, and we're gonna use our POC component. Our POC component, we can import it from src components POC. Now let's add the properties of book: the author, category, color, cover URL, name of book, price. But we have a great way not to add those properties. If we just type if the keys here in the data is equal to the properties of book component, like here, author, name of book, price, cover URL, the keys are similar to each other, so you can use this split operator to make it like this. Look, we've rendered the list of our box on those data. Please, let's make our code pretty. So let's press Command and Shift and key. And if you are using Windows, Command and key and F. And if you are using Windows, Control and key and F to format your code. Or if you are using Prettier, you can format it on save. Okay. Now let's create our flat list. Has two columns, not one. So let's add a property called num of column equals 2, and let's add some styling. We need to refresh our app. Okay, but it doesn't look better. We need to add spaces and something like this. So we need to have padding horizontal. So let's create content styles equal to styles dot content, and add the content here. Let's add padding top 100 pixels, justified content, space between, and padding horizontal 30. Now we want to separate those arrows, those columns, and make a space between them. So let's add a property to flat list to style the columns called column wrapper style styles dot, let's call it call, and add this call here. We'll make it Felix 1 and justify content space around and save. It looks better, isn't it? Now I know this lesson is a UI lesson. It's not a fetching API or handling backend or making requests to the servers. So you can skip this lesson if you are good with UI and flat list, and if you are good in building your screens. Now in the next lesson we will replace this temp data with our data from the API. So we'll make our new request, and it will be fetch request or a get request to render to get the box from the server, from our database.